Are you tired of letting the fear of failure hold you back from reaching your full potential? If so, you're not alone.
Let's do it!
Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a student facing exams, or simply someone striving for personal growth, the fear of failure can often feel like insurmountable obstacles standing between you and your goals.
Nothing is impossible!
Every battle is won before it is fought. This has application far beyond ancient and modern combat. This can be applied to personal growth and overcoming failure anxiety. Sun Tzu stressed that winning is a result of careful preparation, calculated placement, and thorough awareness of both the opponent's and one's own advantages and disadvantages.
I have the high ground!
The real fight is in the mind and the preparing stages rather than the actual event where the failure could happen.
You underestimate my power!
For instance, a student who worries about failing an exam can successfully win over this anxiety by organizing study groups and reviewing material regularly, such as going over previous exam papers. Just like recognizing an adversary in combat, you need to recognize and confront your particular anxieties. If you're afraid of public speaking, you can overcome it before you even take the stage by doing proactive things like preparing speeches or joining speaking groups. In the same vein, strategic positioning is the improving of oneself and putting oneself as advantageous in any situation.
The high ground!
This accurately reflects the ideas of Sun Tzu. Before taking on real professional problems, someone who worries about underperforming in a professional environment can win the battle against fear by getting more training, looking for mentoring, or earning real-world experience. Sun Tzu's philosophy ultimately teaches that overcoming the fear of failure is about mental readiness, self-awareness, and preparation. One should match one's approach to one's own development and readiness well before taking the test or challenge. This allows you to go on the offensive with a winning mentality. More of Sun Tzu's ageless advice is, if you know the enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. I've been alluding to that already. This transcends its initial military setting and application to provide insightful guidance for conquering obstacles in one's own life and the fear of failing. This concept promotes a comprehensive knowledge of both the challenges ahead and one's own potential, and depends on strategic planning and profound awareness.
But I mean, how would you phrase that? The zone will be one of danger?
Knowing the enemy, or difficulties and roadblocks one may encounter, is essential. Consider someone getting ready to move to a new city or a new country, or undertaking another major life shift. Researching the new place, learning about the customs, and even interacting with locals online in advance can help greatly lessen the anxiety and uncertainty that comes with such a big change. Knowing oneself is just as crucial. It entails an open evaluation of one's advantages, disadvantages, and emotional fortitude. Let's think of someone hoping to switch jobs. They have to determine their flexibility and desire to start over in a new area and in addition to their transferable skills. Planning an ambitious but realistic career change requires an awareness of one's own boundaries and stress tolerances. Combining understanding of the problem and oneself enables a calculated response to every circumstance. A budding business owner wishing to start a company would consider the competitive business environment to be the enemy. They learn what gaps are in the market and what tactics their rivals are using by carrying out market research and competition studies. Concurrently, a self-evaluation would enable them to identify their own entrepreneurial advantages, such as originality or subject matter expertise, as well as disadvantages and a lack of financial knowledge, which they could address by working with or hiring someone who possesses the required abilities. Using the tools at your disposal. Making well-informed decisions brings results from using self-awareness with outside information. Knowing the enemy for someone struggling with health-related phobias, such as fear of recurring illnesses, entails becoming knowledgeable about the condition, best treatments, and preventative measures. Understanding oneself means realizing one's own weaknesses and vulnerabilities, such as health patterns, mental well-being, and physical constraints. With this dual knowledge, one can create a proactive, realistically based, individualized health management and rehabilitation strategy. Another bit of wisdom from Sun Tzu that captures a dynamic concept of strategic growth is opportunities multiply as they are seized. This is applicable to many facets of life, from corporate endeavors to personal growth. This notion contends that one might start a domino effect that creates even more possibilities by aggressively seizing them, no matter how little or when they may first appear. This idea promotes aggressiveness and proactive behavior when presented with opportunities. Let's use the startup business environment as an example. A business develops credibility and market awareness, taking advantage of early opportunities, landing a modest seed investment.
$250 for 20%.
This can result in bigger fundraising rounds. Every action created additional opportunities, such as networking with powerful people in the field or growing the company in other areas. Taking advantage of these opportunities frequently results in more creativity and flexibility, since difficulties encountered in every new business inspire fresh ideas and advancement. This idea is equally valid for personal growth. Anyone who chooses to learn a new language, for example, and starts with an app or a simple course, will discover this first step opens up a number of options. They can run across other students, learn about chances for language exchange, and even find work elsewhere. Every step done to practice a new ability improves the skill in and of itself, as well as the networks and platforms that allow the user to apply and advance this newfound information. Also, in the creative industries, taking advantage of chance to present work in public, even if it starts off modestly or in neighborhood venues, it can result in more visibility. Public sharing of their work and performances by writers, musicians, and artists raises their profile and may result in invites to bigger shows, performances, or publication agreements. Education and professional growth are other areas where this idea holds true. A student who seizes the chance to take part in extracurricular activities or internships exposes oneself to priceless networking and practical experiences. Sun Tzu also wrote, "Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, whereas defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win." This sums up the need for strategic planning and preparation, not only in combat but in daily life. This idea emphasizes the need to be mentally and physically ready for taking on any endeavor and emphasizes taking a proactive approach rather than reactive approaches. Personal financial management also benefits greatly from this tactic. Someone hoping to buy a car or house, for example, could begin by evaluating their financial situation, creating a budget, and learning about buying procedures. In terms of a house, before they show up to any open houses, they might also investigate several communities and real estate values. This preventative planning reduces risks and lessens the worry that comes with uncertainty, whether preparing strategically for a marathon, a house purchase, or relationship building. This is essential to turn difficult obstacles into potential victories. I encourage you to always have a winning mindset and be deliberate with your actions. Focus on what it takes to win, not what might bring failure. Prepare yourself for each battle. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts by leaving a comment. This is the second video in a planned 10-part series, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on your way out. I will see you next time, and remember, stay vigilant.